thyroid gland is responsible for metabolic activities. Metabolic activities. So thyroid hormones help in metabolism. Is it clear? Okay. Another function of thyroid, you can write it down, lowering the calcium. Lowering the calcium in the blood. So those two functions, write down, of the thyroid gland. What are those two functions of thyroid? Number one? Yes. Number two, lowering the calcium in the blood. Is it clear? Now, in the back of your thyroid gland, if you see the back of the thyroid gland, there are tiny glands attached to the thyroid. Those are called parathyroid glands. Those are tiny. And this is thyroid, like this is the thyroid gland. And in the back of the thyroid, you have tiny glands attached. Those are called parathyroid glands. And they are 4 to 8 in numbers. So number is not fixed. The number varies. 4 to 8. Okay? And parathyroid gland, just write it down. Very important. Parathyroid glands increases the blood calcium, elevates the blood calcium. Which one lowers the blood calcium? Which one increases the blood calcium? Thyroid lowers the blood calcium. Parathyroid, opposite action, right? And by the action of these two, your blood calcium is maintained, controlled, regulated. Is it clear? If for some reason your blood calcium goes down, drops, which one should be released? Parathyroid hormone, right? Because parathyroid does what? Right? If your blood calcium level goes up, which one should be released? Thyroid too. Right. Is it clear? So, by the action of these two, your blood calcium is being controlled or maintained or regulated. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Now let's go down. Here, in the upper part of your thorax, this is the thorax, okay? Here, you have a gland that is called thymus. Thymus. Just write it down. Thymus is responsible for immunity. Immunity means what?
Not getting sick.
Not getting sick. Okay, very good. Not getting sick. Immunity. Defensive function. Defensive function. Protecting your body. Not being sick. Right? So, thymus is responsible for immunity. We use that term, right? My body is immune to that. Protected. Is it clear? Okay. Now, let's go down. On the top of your kidneys, how many kidneys you have? Two. So, on the top of your kidneys, you have the adrenal glands. So, you have two adrenal glands on the top of two kidneys, like the crown of the kidney. That's why it is also called supra. Supra means above. Renal means kidney gland or adrenal gland. Make sense? Adrenal or suprarenal gland. Now, adrenal gland is very important. It performs a number of important functions. I'll just mention few of those. Write it down. Number one, adrenal gland regulates minerals in the blood. Adrenal gland produces sex hormones, also produces adrenaline. Adrenal gland hormones have a strong anti-inflammatory action. So just know these few important functions of the adrenal gland. How many you have? 3 to 4. How many?
3 to 4.
How many adrenal glands?
2.
Because they are sitting on the kidneys. How many kidneys you have? 2. Okay. Are you getting bored?
No.
Okay. So you have 2 kidneys, and I told you that they are sitting on the kidneys, right? So each one kidney. It's like crown of the kidney. Okay. So you have 2 adrenal glands, and those are the important functions of the adrenal glands. Make sense? Now let's go a little bit down in the abdomen. You have pancreas. Pancreas is a mixed gland. It is not purely endocrine. All other glands we talked about are purely endocrine, but pancreas is a mixed type gland because it has endocrine as well as exocrine parts, both. Endocrine as well as exocrine parts. That's why it is called a mixed. Other glands are purely endocrine. Now, since we are talking about the endocrine glands or endocrine system, the endocrine part of the pancreas is called pancreatic islets. Pancreatic islets. And it produces 2 very important hormones. You all know one of those 2, insulin, and another is called glucagon. Okay, so insulin and glucagon secreted by the endocrine part of the pancreas. Is it clear? Now, insulin does what?
Regulate the sugar in the blood.
How? Increases or decreases?
Decrease.
Insulin does what?
Decreases blood sugar.
Decreases blood sugar, right? That's why who takes the insulin? Diabetic, right? To lower the blood sugar, right? So insulin does what? Lowers the blood sugar. And glucagon does just opposite. Okay? So elevates or increases blood sugar, right? So now you tell me, you are starving. You didn't eat last couple of days. Okay? Which one should not be released? Which one should be released?
Should not be released as insulin.
Right, because it will lower the blood sugar further, right? That can kill it. So insulin should not be released, but which one should be released? Glucagon, because it decreases the blood sugar, right? Now, if you have, you had a just very good meal, right? A lot of, sugar. Which one should be released after that?
Insulin.
Insulin, because your blood sugar tends to go up, right, after you eat. So insulin is released more. Is it clear? So good. So that's the pancreas. Okay, last thing, gonads.
We didn't talk about the exocrine.
Which one?
Exocrine.
Exocrine, because we are talking about endocrine. Forget exocrine, okay? Yeah, we will talk about that later. Just for your information, the exocrine part of pancreas produces pancreatic juice. Pancreatic what? And that helps in digestion of proteins, carbohydrates, fats. So digestive function. Okay. So pancreas is also very important for digestion of the food. Okay. Okay. Gonads. Gonads are testes and what? Ovaries. Gonads are testes and ovaries. Male gonads are what?
Testes.
And female gonads?
Ovaries.
Ovaries. How many testes? Okay, good. How many ovaries? Okay. So the reason I asked you, because in one exam I gave you, testes how many? Most of the students wrote 2, and said 2, but there are a couple that said 3 or 4. Okay, so you need to know the basic stuff too. Okay, so 2 testes and 2 ovaries. Okay, good. So those are the gonads. So now you can see that these glands are different in male and female, right? In male body you have testes, in female body you have ovaries. And the function is production of sex hormones. In male, testosterone; in female, estrogen, progesterone. Gonads have other very important functions. Production of sperm and egg or ova. Make sense? But that is not endocrine, that is reproductive function. That is what? Reproductive. Endocrine function is production of hormones. Which hormones? Sex hormones, right? Is it clear? Okay. So sex hormones have many important functions of the body. We are not going to talk about that right now. Just know that gonads produce sex hormones. Okay. So let's stop here today. We'll start from the next slide. Okay, next class.